Have you ever wondered why the ocean has tides? It's a fascinating phenomenon that has intrigued humans for centuries. It's like the water is breathing, rising and falling throughout the day, creating a rhythmic dance with the shore. The answer lies in the gravitational pull of the moon, which exerts a powerful force on our planet. Imagine the moon's gravity as an invisible hand gently tugging at the Earth, causing the water to move. This pull is stronger on the side of the Earth facing the moon, creating a noticeable effect. The moon's pull creates a bulge of water on the side of the Earth closest to it, which we observe as high tide. This bulge is what we call high tide, a phenomenon that occurs twice a day. But here's the interesting part. Another high tide happens on the opposite side of the Earth at the same time, due to the centrifugal force. It's like the Earth is being stretched, with water bulging out on both ends, creating two high tides simultaneously. As the Earth rotates, different locations pass through these bulges of water, experiencing the rise and fall of tides. When your location lines up with a bulge, you experience high tide, a moment when the ocean reaches its highest point. As the Earth continues to rotate, you move away from the bulge, and the water level drops, resulting in low tide, revealing the ocean's hidden treasures. The moon isn't the only celestial body influencing our ocean tides, and the sun, our very own star, plays a significant role too. While the sun is much larger than the moon, it's also much farther away from Earth. This great distance means the sun's gravitational pull on Earth is weaker than the moon's. Even though the sun's pull is weaker, it still significantly affects the tides. The sun's gravity can either amplify or diminish the moon's tidal effects. When the sun and moon align, their combined gravitational forces create even higher high tides and lower low tides. This alignment happens during a new moon or a full moon phase. We call these extra strong tides spring tides due to their intensity. The term spring doesn't refer to the season, but to the way the tides spring up dramatically. When the sun and moon are at right angles to each other, their gravitational pulls work against each other. This happens during the first and third quarter moons. During these times, we experience less extreme tides with lower high tides and higher low tides. These more moderate tides are called neap tides. Neap tides are less dramatic than spring tides. The difference between high and low tides is less noticeable. Imagine a game of tug-of-war with the ocean as the rope. During spring tides, the sun and moon are on the same team, pulling together for a more dramatic effect. During neap tides, they're on opposite teams, pulling against each other, resulting in a more balanced tug. Section 4. Earth's rotation, shifting the tides. The Earth's rotation is another crucial factor in understanding why we have afternoon tides. The spinning of our planet plays a significant role in the timing and occurrence of tides. As the Earth spins on its axis, it takes about 24 hours to complete one full rotation. This daily rotation affects the gravitational forces exerted by the moon and the sun on our oceans. However, the moon is also orbiting the Earth. This orbit is not perfectly circular, but rather elliptical, which adds another layer of complexity to tidal patterns. It takes the moon about 27.3 days to complete one orbit around our planet. This period is known as a lunar month. This difference in timing means that each day, the time of high tide shifts by about 50 minutes. This shift is due to the moon's changing position relative to the Earth. So if you experience high tide at noon today, tomorrow it will be around 12:50 p.m. This daily shift accumulates over the lunar month. This gradual shift in the timing of tides is why high tides can occur at different times of the day, including the afternoon. It's a fascinating interplay of celestial mechanics. It all depends on where the moon is in its orbit and how its gravitational pull aligns with the Earth's rotation. This alignment is what ultimately dictates the timing of our tides. Section 5. Local factors, coastlines and bays. While the moon and sun are the primary drivers of tides, local geographical factors also play a significant role in shaping tidal patterns. These factors can vary greatly from one location to another, making each coastal area unique in its tidal behavior. The shape of a coastline, whether it is straight or winding, the depth of the water, which can vary dramatically, and the presence of bays and estuaries can all influence the height and timing of tides. These features can either amplify or diminish tidal effects. For example, a funnel-shaped bay can amplify the effects of tides significantly. As the tide rises, water is funneled into the narrowing bay, causing a more significant increase in water level. This phenomenon can lead to dramatic tidal changes. This is why some bays, like the Bay of Fundy, experience exceptionally high tides. On the other hand, areas with shallow water and complex coastlines might experience delayed tides or have multiple high tides in a single day. These variations can be quite complex. Understanding these local variations is essential for accurate tide predictions. Accurate predictions are crucial for navigation, fishing, and coastal management.